Welcome again to my channel. Today we are going to install PostgreSQL, version 18 to be exact, a well-known free database server, into a RockyLinux 9 or 10 as they will have the same procedure. The server, as usual, is a virtual machine inside Windows Hyper-V platform. One VM of RockyLinux 10 to install the PostgreSQL server, and one other VM of RockyLinux 9 with GUI as a client to connect to the database server. For the client application, we will install pgAdmin, a cross-platform application that can be installed on Linux, Windows, also macOS. Then, after successful connection to the database server, we'll try to restore a database into the server. And finally, as a bonus, we will try to install pgAgent, a scheduling program where you can do a repeating tasks such as backup, indexing, and other things. Okay, let's begin. Okay, let me pull my notepad. We're going to install PostgreSQL. This one is for RockyLinux 9 and this one is for RockyLinux 10. So far this is the only difference for the installation. As for this tutorial, we're going for the 10. And for the Postgres, we'll choose 18. 18 here. Also here. I'll use 18. Okay, let's go to our first VM. It's already booted up. Here it is already logged on. First, we will confirm our server version. This one should be using RockyLinux 10. It is RockyLinux 10 alright. And now, let's see the second VM. Let's check their version. /set /* release. RockyLinux 9 with GUI. Yes, this is a client for our database server. Okay, let's install the server. Let's choose the correct version. This line here. But first, let's copy-paste this to disable the default Postgres module in OS. Sudo dnf-qym module disable Postgres. Why this isn't working? Maybe should be as root? Let's try again. Doesn't work. I guess the module is not on RockyLinux 10. You should do it on RockyLinux 9. Next, let's install the repo first for RockyLinux 10. Okay, it's done. And let's install the server. This is the server. This for the tools. Let's copy and paste this to the terminal. As a sudo. Oops double. And go. Let's wait. By the way, on RockyLinux 9, the default module of PostgreSQL is not version 18, so you should disable it. Just use sudo dnf-qym module disable Postgres as mentioned before. Done. Server installed. Let's see what's next. This is for the initial setup. Let's run this command at the terminal. Wait a bit. Initialization is done. Next, let's enable it as a service. Done, and start it up. Check the status first. Yes, it started. And enable that boot. Hit Ctrl+C to exit. Next, log in as the Postgres user to set a password to RDB. Choose Postgres. Copy this. Current user is root. Let's change current user as Postgres. Sudo su-postgres. And now the user is Postgres. Next, check the DB version. It is 18, alright. Let's go to command. Now we're in score and line interface. Let's do some SQL command here. This is to check the version. That's the SQL command response. Next, let's change password for Postgres, which is superadmin for our DB server. /password Postgres. Oops, wrong username. Remove last S. Bad password. But, okay, we're done. This is the superadmin. And now, let's exit by using \AQ here. Okay, let's advance. Let's set up access connection for the network. These are the commands. First, let's open undeaded pgHBA.conf. Copy this and run as root. Wait, this is still Postgres user. Not true. Let's abort. Just log out first from Postgres. Back as root. This is before we switch user to Postgres. Let's set it the pgHBA.conf again as root. Copy and paste the command here. Wait, I'm sorry. The nano file editor isn't here yet. Let's install it first. Or you can just use your favorite text editor. Complete. Let's try again. Now we've opened the file. And check what we should edit here. This is the one we should edit. Let's check the editor again. This should be like this. The first string is host as we use the TCP/IP connection. Second is which database can be connected, which is all. Next is which user can connect, also all. Next is from which TCP/IP addresses can connect, We'll put auto.auto.auto.auto/var, which means all addresses. Next is the method of authentication. We're using the default scram-shard-256 here. Okay, let's add it. Just scroll down a bit more. There it is for the IPv for local connection here, which has the same entry as we want, except for the IP address here, currently only from the server itself. Let's erase and edit it to 0.0.0.0/0, which means all. Okay, and that's it. We're done. Just press Ctrl S to save, then Ctrl X to exit. We just need to edit for 0.0.auto.0 for user authentication here. And next we need to open and edit another address in the PostgreSQL.conf here. We're going to search and uncomment the listen addresses entry. Here, uncomment, and change the localhost to ****. That means all. That should be enough. Okay, here, password encryption default to scram-shard as 256. We're only uncomment and edit the listen address. Let's save the file and exit. Next, as usual, let's open the firewall. Copy and paste this. I just choose the add service here. Success. Then sudo firewall-cmd-reload. We've reloaded the firewall, and that is all to allow client to connect to a database server. Wait, let's restart the database service to apply our edit configuration before. Restart the service. And we are done. Now, test on the client. But first, let's get our server IP first. Okay, this is it. And here it is the client VM. Wait, let's log into the VM. Okay, we're logged in. As you can see before, this is RockyLinux 9. To save time, I've actually installed the pgAdmin. But let's walk through it again. First, we need to open the web page to download pgAdmin. You can start by Googling for daemon like this. Let's click download link. Here's the download page. Let's scroll down. For Windows, you can download here. For RockyLinux, we download the RPM here. Let's click it. Okay, as you can see, it is for Red Hat clone. RockyLinux is C-Truck is here. Not for Fedora, but for Alma Rocky here. First, we need to download the repo. Let's copy paste it to the terminal here. But as we already know, I've installed this before, so let's move on. Next, we need to choose which pgAdmin mode we want, whether it is both for web and desktop, or desktop only, or web only. For this tutorial, I only install for desktop only. Copy, paste, and run. But it is already installed, as we already knew. After installing, you'll find the pgAdmin at your app list. Here, let's just run the app. And here it is, the pgAdmin desktop app. To connect, start by right-clicking the server tree. Go to Register and click Server menu, then New window will pop up. Let's start by giving a name that's easy to remember, like Scrapper Baby. Then open this Connection tab. We need the server IP address from here. That is 192.168.98.111. Okay, and here is the super admin username as default. Just supply the password. And that's it. Save it. Saving on connecting. And we're connected. We can browse the tree now. Here is the databases of the server, still fresh. Let's check the schemas. It's the default schema, so the connection is a success. Let's continue restoring a database. We're going to restore a sample database from the internet. You can just search Postgres example database download from the website here. I think it's not loaded completely. Let's just scroll down for the download. The rental sample database. I've downloaded it actually. The sample is in zip, but we should extract it for our server. Let's download it first and save it. I've downloaded it before. Let's go to the folder. Here is the zip file. Let's extract it. We got the extracted tar file to restore here. Let's go back to Admin. On the databases, just right-click and choose Create Database and name it DVD Rental. And save. Now we have new DVD Rental database. Right-click on it and choose Restore. Wait. We need that restore utility here. Let's open PostgreSQL Web. We need to install the ribbon, the utility. Search Open Download page of PostgreSQL Web. And choose our OS Linux and Red Hat here. Okay, we scroll down to find the options. Select OS version. Sorry, I picked the wrong 10. Please choose version 9 as our client OS currently is. The architecture x86-64 for Intel or AMD processor. Database version. Choose 18 for PostgreSQL 18. We got the commands here, let's copy paste for the repo first. Run it at terminal, done, but mine already installed before. Then we need to copy here, excluding the word -server. Here, as we need the utility only. Sudo dn if install -y PostgreSQL. Okay, the utility is installed. Let's go back to pgAdmin again and try restoring again. Now the restore window has opened. On the format, let's choose custom or tar. For the file name, let's browse to our downloaded tar file. Let's see all files here and choose the extracted tar file here. Done? Do we need to role name here? Not now. Let's just hit restore button. Process started. And process completed. No error. Success. Let's see the Debbie Daranto schemas. Then open for tables here. The restored tables are here. Let's view at table data. First 100 rows enough. There they are. How about the actor table? They are here. Restoring is done. Care for more? Let's try installing pgAgent for scheduling repetitive tasks such as backup or else. There are many job scheduler for PostgreSQL. pgAgent is the one that came from pgAdmin. Because of that, it should be easy to integrate pgAgent in pgAdmin. Let's check their website. Maybe we'll just search for it. Okay, let's open this. Indeed, pgAgent is managed using pgAdmin. It's a job scheduler for PostgreSQL. First, we need the repo. It is exactly the same like we've installed at the beginning, so we will skip it. Let's copy-paste the next command. Sudo dnf install -y pgAgent 18. pgAgent 18 with 18 as the same PostgreSQL server version. And it's completed. Next command, just like other servers, we need to enable it to start at boot. Sudo system ct enable --now pgAgent 18. It's running, but we need to edit the configuration first. stop the service and open the config file. Sudo nano /etc /pgagent pgagent18.com. The first one is a small config. We just need to ensure it's pointing to database, superadmin, IP and port, server like this. And for the log, let's check it out. It usually got some error for the first time. Sudo cat /log pgagent18.log. pgAgent couldn't connect the database server. For this, we need to add the pgAgent server's config. Sudo nano /sr/lib/system/pgagent18.service. In this file, we just need to edit the user and group to Postgres, then save and exit. And lastly, we need to create a password file for PostgreSQL server, so we don't have to enter it anytime we need. First, change current Linux user to Postgres, sudo su-postgres. Then create the pgpass file at Postgres home directory. Let's check its directory. Print working directory with pwd. Put the home directory with cd tilde. The tilde means user home directory. And we're now at Postgres home directory, which is /va or /lib/pqsql. In this directory, we will create a hidden .pgpass file for the Postgres superadmin password file. Oops, wrong command. Let's copy, paste it again. nano /pcgpass. Next, let's copy the template of the configuration text. The content should equal to what is in pgAgent18.com, plus the password. As you can see, the first is the IP address of the server, same both file. Next, the port also the same, but we have the risk for the database name. That means all database. Next, the superadmin name also the same. And last, the password. Only in .pgpass file. Each text is separated by a colon. This will be the config. Let's copy and paste this. Here it. Let's just save and close it. Okay, let's check the directory. Oh, with Dasha to list hidden file. Here it is. Check the permission. ls-l. Currently readable to all. Let's do the chunk. And now the file is only readable by owner. All set. Do the final check for the file. Echo /pcgpass. All configuration is set. Now let's exit as Postgres and back to root. Now we've logged out and back to root. Let's restart the pgAgent service again. Oh, After altering the service config file we need for demo, reload here. Okay, done. Let's check the status. Enabled and running. Next, let's check the log file. No new warning. This is a time in the past. Let's widen the window and check the log again. Okay, great. No new warning log. So let's go back to the client pgAdmin VM logged in. Let's switch to pgAdmin. We need to open the Postgres database. And go to Extensions item in the Postgres database. Right-click and choose Create the extension. In this window, let's select an item here. And pgAgent should be here for us to select. Save this. Let's refresh the extensions item. Right-click on the server item and choose Refresh, and it's here, Success. Okay, next, let's try to create a job to schedule here. For this example, let's create a table first. Let's call it test and we create the column. Just one id column. With default to create incrementing number. Set the data type as integer. And that's it. Let's save it. Let's view our new table. It views /edit data here. Okay, here it is still empty. Let's create an insert query for this. This will insert the table with a default value, which is an incrementing number. We need to select the highlight for the text to run as query. Here, if not highlighting, all query will run. That is insert and select, so we can see it refresh. Next, let's start creating job. Go to pgAgent jobs at the bottom here and then create a new job. We need a name. Let's set increment test here. And let's go to the steps tab here. Add step with plus sign. We need name too. Let's set in data here. And add it by clicking the pencil icon here. Okay, the name is filled. For the kind, we use SQL. For the connection, we use local. For the database, we use Postgres when the table is. For the rest, leave it as it is. To go to code tab here, we need to copy SQL and to increment here. Let's copy it from pgAdmin window in the back. Paste it here, and then we need to create the schedule in the Schedules tab here. Add it with plus sign and give name like every minute here. On the start, let's set the date to today. And click the pencil to edit more. We've set the general. Let's head to the repeat tab. And set the repetitions here. I choose all down to every minute. But some says, just add all the minutes here. Whatever it is, let's check the job again. Here it is if you want the job as SQL command. After that, let's save the job. Then the job should be running every minute now. Let's view by only highlighting the select command to run. Here it's still 3. Let's test by manually run the job. Click on Run Now here, and run the select again. It has the latest for as data. Job should be okay. Let's just check the log for error, if any. No new error, I guess, so we just need to spend a minute here. Let's rerun the select query to check for new data. Yay, we got the 5 success. Let's check again and again. A new 6 is here. A job well done. As ending, I've installed pgAdmin in Windows too. Just download and run the installer. It's easy to follow. Installer too. And this is the pgAdmin on Windows. We connect to our server and check it. We've got 7 as the new data here. So that's it. We are all done here. As I close this server, please sorry for any mistake I've made. And don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe this. Thank you for watching and see you next time.